Neptune and where you have Pisces in your astrological chart. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is linked down below in the description box next to the butterfly. What is the energy that Pisces is learning to embody in each lifetime? What is the energy Pisces is learning to embody in each lifetime? What is the energy that Pisces is learning to embody in each lifetime? Elvis Presley. Now, Elvis Presley was known for being the king, but was also known as someone who stole many of his ideas from African Americans. In each lifetime, what you've had to realize is that reality is simply a mindset. Never allow reality to stand in your way when there's so many different types of realities of existence. So many different planes, right? And to always remain connected to the heavens. You know, the heavens is actually Uranus energy. In order for Aphrodite, right, Venetian energy to even be created, Gaia and Uranus were once companions, were once consorts, until Aquarius treated Gaia very poorly. And Gaia is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the mother, right? Uranus treated Gaia absolutely horrible. And Kronos, the god of time, also known as Saturn, right, ripped off Uranus's testicles, threw it into the water, and with the testes and the water and the blood, it all conjoined and it made Aphrodite. Keeping heaven on speed dial. Aquarius represents LGBTQ community. It can represent stepchildren. It can represent the military, brotherhood, right? It can also represent the government, group involvement, anything involving groups, okay? Real heaven is realizing your own sense of uniqueness. Your own sense of uniqueness. And allowing that to be your truth. About being original. Talking about the king, then we will be talking about the kingdom, right? In order for you to have a true kingdom, you have to be original. Right? Do things in your own way. In each lifetime, you've had to learn to allow yourself to be eccentric and different, and somebody who knows that they're in competition with no one, inferior to no one and superior to no one, therefore there's no competition. What's hidden from Pisces and Pisces love life is body, unrealistic body goals, unhappiness, and not good enough. This is very Aryan as well. In your love life, you feel like you have to look a particular way in order to attract someone. I feel like your confidence has been really hindered, and you're not really sure why you don't feel confident in love, and it's because of the way that you feel you look, the way that you feel about yourself. Maybe you're not taking very good care of your body, or you just don't think you're good enough. And that could be you don't feel like you're good enough financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually, whatever it is. Not being happy with who you are. It's a lack of originality, Pisces. That's what's being surrendered. Patriarchy. If you even look in the Bible, how many times is it put that a man is above a woman? Subliminally. Right? Because of how many times it's been rewritten. Pisces, you represent a patriarchal period. You represent the addicts, those that overdose. You represent the prostitutes. Pisces represents those that want to remain in the carbon matter illusion, the lunar deity Jehovah. They don't want to exit the matrix. They sort of just want to stay there. And there's a sense of surrender to what is in Pisces energy. Also the feeling of picking people that you feel are considered absolutely financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, or even sexually inadequate because of the inadequacy that you feel within yourself. You see yourself in them in some way, because for those people to be on that particular wavelength, they must not care about themselves either, right? And like attracts like. You'll never involve yourself with someone who's not capable of doing to you what you're capable of doing to them, which speaks strong on why maybe you've been in codependent situations moving forward in love, right? You don't feel like you're good enough. This could be physically or beauty-wise, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually. It's something you don't feel like there's something not good enough about yourself. Career-wise, a lot of you feel like in career, you're not good enough. This is a lot of polarity. You're pulling from the opposite polarity of Virgo. If you're in a relationship, you have a lot of there's a major competitiveness. Who's got a better job? Who makes more money? Who is doing better in business? Who is more successful? Who is? It doesn't matter. If you're in a real relationship, there should be no competition, but that's what's going on here. You have the Knight of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You have the Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio. You have the Star, Aquarius, and you have the Hermit. Okay, Virgo. You have the Eight of Swords, Gemini, and Jupiter, and the Five of Wands, Leo, and Saturn. And you have the Ten of Swords, Gemini, and Mercury. Okay? So, Pisces, what I'm automatically seeing is that you're standing alone in this situation. The Knight of Swords is not somebody who's looking for a relationship. They are the fastest moving knight in the deck. They sort of just go all over the place, sort of go wherever they want to go. Okay? You're not looking for that. The Knight of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You feel extremely competitive with feminine energy about who's got better this, who's got better that, who's doing better in success or in career. You feel inadequate about that. You're still learning how to communicate. There's a realization of a need to take more action on your self-worth and self-value and how to process that correctly. Pulling from the realization of who you are from the cosmos. Aquarius energy, although it's masculine energy, the cosmos, the kingdom, actually represents a sense of feminine energy because of the fact it's a living, breathing entity. If someone's pregnant, it's a boy. Sorry if I just ruined the gender. I feel like you have a new idea or a new job offer is coming towards you in the next 11 days. If you've been extremely competitive in work, there's going to be a new job opportunity that's coming to you in the next 11 days. You most likely work in speaking. This can be like writing, acting, money, technology, the military, the government. It's like you're leaving people behind with the Knight of Swords. You could even be traveling, leaving someone behind. I feel like with the Ace of Wands, you're receiving a new sexual interest in the next 11 days. But this is also a new job offer. Some of you could relocate for a new job offer or a new job opportunity. Some of you, this is like a new client as well. It's like it's coming out of the clouds, like you didn't even see this. I feel like saying the temple. You realizing that your body is a temple. The way that you feel about yourself is changing based off of the realization that just because we've been encased in carbon matter by Jehovah, that doesn't mean that's all that we are. It's very simple. That doesn't mean that that's all we are. We are stars within us. Just because you can't see it, that's another simulation that was put by Jehovah. Different colors, different sizes, different heights, different this, different that, different careers, different gifts. Because of what pits people against each other. And once you realize that when you give compassion, empathy, and kindness to Jehovah, who has emotions just like everybody else, that what makes us human and what makes us godly is our ability to have compassion and kindness and empathy. And when you do that, Jehovah becomes Jeshua. And that can simply be the releasing of the reliance on how do I look towards others, not being original, lacking self-confidence in who you are in this present moment, knowing that you are enough in this present moment. The star, you could be seeing an astrologer, Aquarius, and then you have the hermit, Virgo. There is a healing of wanting to be alone, wanting to stay away from people, simply because you didn't want to look within yourself. See, the star is found in the lantern. Okay? Think of it almost like Peter Pan. That's a good example. Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. Tinkerbell's light, the fact that the boys never grew up represented that they were already dead. Shocker alert. Now, Tinkerbell, when we're talking about being the star is about when you have unconditional love of self, then you lead the way on some level. Without that star, without the lantern, the hermit is lost. Pulling from the polarity, right? And the same goes vice versa. Without Pisces, Virgo lacks imagination and believes only in a sense of servitude, humanity, and perfectionism, right? Pisces is considered like the whore of the zodiac. Every zodiac sign has their sense of polarity. I don't see you looking for a relationship, Pisces, or you're dealing with someone who's not looking for a relationship. You've kissed a lot of frogs, and through that process, you've made it out of the dark night of the soul. That's what's coming up for you in the future. This is an astrologer. This is a celebrity. Even if you feel like nobody really sees you for who you are, Pisces, somebody sees you. They're watching you. They see you. They think about you. Okay? I feel like you have been, the Virgo also represents the body. You don't feel very confident in the way that you appear, the way that you look, or the way that you feel about yourself. And being divinely guided by the star represents the Anunnaki. It represents those that fell from the heavens of Uranus. This is what we were just talking about. They fell from Uranus. We don't know much about Uranus. Aquarian energy, light worker, astrologer, celebrity. The star also represents, you see how she's dipping her foot into the matter. The ripples represent the five senses. The five senses don't exist. So when you get lost on feel, taste, touch, sight, right? The physical manifestation, and maybe someone in your eyes looks more beautiful than you. Listen, when I was sitting outside doing my coursework. I do all my coursework outside because doing it inside is just not going to get done. I like to hear the nature. I like to be around the trees and smell the fresh air. And when this little girl and little boy came up to me, the first thing that the little girl said, and she's a Capricorn, and he was a Scorpio, the first thing that they said, and the first thing I was looking at is like, where are their parents? Like, okay, is anybody, who's supervising y'all? Like, hello? And the first thing that she said was, you're gorgeous. And I said, you're gorgeous too. And by the end of the conversation, after she was like, I have a friend. And she hugged me and said, oh, of course you have a friend, of course. She said, you are beautiful, and don't let anybody tell you differently. I said, you are beautiful too. Thank you. It doesn't matter about skin color. It doesn't matter about race. It matters about our inner child. Our sense of innocence. You know, a lot of good, people don't like to think about that. A lot of good comes from innocence. But we don't want to do that because it makes us feel vulnerable. It makes us see multiple shades of ourselves we're not even trying to see, right? the good, the bad, the ugly, the things that we want to forget about who we were when we were younger. The truth is, time doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So when she says, oh, I'm going to be an amazing model one day, that's exactly what I'm going to be. That's the career I want to do one day. I said, you already are an amazing model. It's a mindset. You already are whoever it is that you want to be. He said, I want to be an amazing basketball player, and I like playing video games, and I really want a Lamborghini. And I said, you already are an amazing basketball player. And you already have a Lamborghini. It's a mindset. Just say you have it. Just say you are it. And boom, shakalaka, you are. A child comes up to you and they say, oh, I'm going to be the best firefighter in the world. You already are the best firefighter in the world. Why? Because time doesn't exist. The kingdom of God has not reached the imagination of man. I am telling you. That is why I do this job, because of the ability that a wish isn't just a wish. It is something that when you are manifesting, it is what you already are. It is what you already have. I don't want to be a star. I am a star. That's how you manifest. This isn't wishing on a little dream. Okay? It's about realizing you already are the dream. Okay? And that is impactful. That guides you. So you don't get to be the star 17 unless you went through the portal of death, of a sense of transformation. Maybe even the ending of a connection where someone was trying to replace their mother figure for, a partner. They try to just swap it. And a relationship became more so about mothering and taking care of somebody, and one person being more emotionally strong than the other person and being taken for granted, right? And now it's not about that for you when it comes to the relationships that you have in your life, because of the relationship you develop with yourself. You've made it out of the dark night of the soul, realizing that the five senses are not real. Even here, you see how she has 3, 7. There's technically 7 stars here. And there's a flamingo in the background of balance, that Sagittarius energy of belief. The belief and the confidence that you're constantly trying to seek, right, to feel better. It's about realizing you already are confident. It's like what Morpheus said in The Matrix. Stop trying to hit me, Neo, and hit me. Okay? Don't want to do it. I'm gonna do. No, be it. Be it. Embody it. Okay? You have the 8 of Swords, which is Gemini and Jupiter, which is no longer looking at things from rose-colored glasses, no longer feeling restricted by mentalities, no longer feeling restricted regarding your abundance. Because you're now seeing clearly colleagues, schoolmates, siblings, friends, your intellect, your mindset, and how all of these different ideas can come into fruition when you believe the exact polarity of Gemini, when you believe in Sagittarius. When you have the ambition to say, I'm going to take the risk and just believe in it. That it's not going to be something that I want or I wish for or I need. No, it's something I already have. It's something I already am. And because of that, the inner conflict is gone. Okay? It's almost like competition within your head, within your mind, within your life is released. Conflict is released. It makes you come into a sense of alignment and a sense of stability, because all of these people are out for themselves, right? Different colors. And now you're more creative. Now you're more confident. Now you're manifesting from your heart space and your third eye and your ability to be rooted and grounded in who it is that you are. Routine no longer exists for you. This is the new normal. With the 10 of Swords in reverse, Gemini and Mercury, this is overcoming messy betrayals, a messy breakup, endings from colleagues, schoolmates, siblings, friends, okay? And realizing that a lot of you are drowning yourself in sorrow, like drowning yourself in alcohol, drowning yourself in drugs, whatever it is. And the truth is, there's a lot of stability that will be coming in for you by listening to the call, listening to your intuition about this. You're having an awakening. You could even be moving. You could be in love with, I feel like you're having car problems, okay? You're having car problems. It's been so hard to be positive. There could even be a miscarriage here. I see that if there's a relationship, it's like, oh, let's give it one more chance, right? Clean slate, fresh slate, right? And Ten of Pentacles, there's been breadcrumbing. Moon and Taurus, there's been lack of closure as well. And there's been a lot of mind games. Because I see the King of Swords in reverse, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Right? Using other profiles to watch someone. Being abusive, manipulative, having no conscience, losing your reputation. This is someone who is losing their reputation in society. The way that they view this King of Swords is no longer going to be the same. King of Swords in reverse is also somebody who has mental illness, or somebody who is lies a lot, can be even narcissistic, egotistical, or an absentee father. This can also be somebody who uses their intelligence to manipulate others. The King of Swords doesn't have a moral compass or a moral conscience. It's also stalking, or it can be gossiping with the King of Swords in reverse. But I'm seeing that for a lot of you, you may even be buying a new home, a new car, even possibly. This is the legacy that you leave behind. And is it worth, giving, is it worth something, like, is it worth raising another generation like that, right? I feel like you're splitting up assets as well. Yeah, the King of Pentacles is in reverse as well. Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The King of Swords in reverse is someone who could work in the law. That could be a lawyer, a police officer, a military man, someone who's in a high position of authority. This can be somebody who works as a teacher, could work in government, military, or technology, group involvement, even possibly. Very cold, very, very cold. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. If there's someone in a relationship here, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they are cheating. They're stepping out of that relationship with the King of Pentacles in reverse. And you're not leaving because you have abandonment issues. Even though there's multiple people involved here, multiple parties involved here. And there's even the possibility, Pisces, that you've been promiscuous in this situation. That's what's coming up in the future. You've lacked a sense of confidence. You've been angry, Pisces, as well. The feminine energy could be angry here. Or you're dealing with some type of angry energy. Okay? Pisces, that would be you. Even though, releasing the past is releasing the toxicity. The King of Pentacles is someone who works in books, sports, works with children. This person has a gambling addiction with the King of Pentacles in reverse, or they're overweight, they're underweight, they're not healthy. This person could work with finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money, the esoteric, the occult, magic, taxidermy, even possibly, or death. This could be a doctor. You could also be dealing with, like, you work with money, or you work with health, or you work in the government or the military. The King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who will not give the shirt off of their back. Very stingy, not a good father. This is someone very selfish. If it's a business owner, their business is failing. Okay, or they do illegal activity to make money. I see some of you are moving or even falling in love with a family friend. Or like not falling in love, but you're going to be in love with a family friend. Okay? If this is some of you who own businesses, it's like your business will expand. You're going to have a lot of financial gain coming in as well. Yeah, because there's a releasing of the toxicity and getting creative, realizing missed opportunities, and splitting up of assets. Splitting up of assets. Someone does have an addiction though. There's a strong addiction energy here. And because of this, it's like the confusion is lifting, that certain connections that you move forward in the future with, they're not meant to teach you to love yourself gently. They're simply meant for you to realize you cannot change others. It's meant for you to realize, do not wait. Don't be 50 years old and 70 years old and whatever, 80 years old and still waiting around for someone to change. Don't do that to yourself. Please don't. Instead, realize that you're the star. Okay? See people for who they are, not who you want them to be. Because somebody is cheating. But I feel like you've been ignoring that, or someone's been ignoring that about you, Pisces. You could be like with a woman that's ignoring that. There's a mistress involved here. Pisces, you could be the mistress. You could be someone's mistress. I said it. You could be somebody's mistress. Okay? You have Pisces in your sun sign or your rising sun sign, or you have Pisces in your Mars, or you have Pisces in your Pluto. You have Pisces in your Neptune. You have Pisces in your Jupiter. Yeah. Or you have Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Scorpio in your Neptune. But you lack a lot of confidence. There could even be a sense of vindictiveness. I feel like somebody has a mistress, or you are the mistress, Pisces. I've known Pisces to be mistresses, though. I've known some feminine Pisces that have been mistresses, but they would never admit it out loud. They're very open about it, though. Other people would look at it like, wait, you're talking to someone's husband? You're doing it, but to them, that's not a big deal. There's a need for you to know your own value. Some of you connect to third party situations because you just don't know your own value. I've known Pisces women, like Pisces anywhere in their chart, and they're okay with dating somebody who has no job, no money, no ambition, no nothing. They'll all pay for it, all take care of it, all because they feel like, I just saw 10-10 on the dot. There's the end of a 12-year cycle here. They feel like they're saving this person. But if you set it up with that type of foundation, Pisces women, they love to rescue people, but by the time they rescue this person and they've taken them under their wing or whatever, this person cannot rescue them when Pisces needs them, because that's the way they set it up. This person has no financial stability or no money or no whatever. This is someone, the King of Pentacles reverse is someone who will only be in a relationship for money. If for some of you, you're moving in with somebody like this. Transformation. Scorpio energy. There is something happening. It can be purely sexual. For some of you, this is just purely a sexual relationship. Or somebody only comes to you for sex, or they only come to you for your attention, or you really want someone's attention, Pisces. I've known Pisces women to do that, though. They're like, okay, if I get this ship and I'm able to get this person on the boat and whatever, we can go out into the abyss, right? Into the sea. But it's because of their imagination and the illusion of that dream and fantasy of that person. My ear is ringing. I can't even describe what it sounds like. But I've known Pisces feminine energies to do that, and this has been studied. This has been studied as a professional astrologer. It's just one of those things about Pisces. That's a very amazing thing, that they're able to look at love from a more puppy and romantic feel. But through that, you then nurture somebody when you get them on a ship and they don't know how to even drive the ship. And now you're screwed in the middle of the ocean, where you got all these emotions and this person has no interest in trying to figure out what those are unless it is to benefit them, right? You could be dealing with someone who's using you for money, or Pisces, you're doing this to another individual. You may also what's it called? Pisces, you could be, you're realizing you need to love yourself more. The number 10, you have a lot of completion out here. Grief and sorrow. You could have been doing this since the age of 10, or this is something maybe you've been doing since the age of 1. You could have been doing this for a long time, just not liking the way that you look or the way that you formed, or you always feel like something's not right about yourself, right? I feel like you've been trying to look at all the positives of a relationship or a connection, and you can no longer do that. That's very transformational, that there's a sense of truth coming in. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, sense of detachment as well. Very masculine energy. What's being revealed to your soul is where this grief and sorrow lies. That in order to receive the rose, you also have to be willing to receive the thorns, right? To deal with the thorns. And with the number 10, it's like there could be a promotion coming in. Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius. This can also symbolize Well, this says grief and sadness. Where does that grief and sadness lie? You not realizing your own sense of beauty. The rose looks dead. It looks dead. With the Ten of Swords, this is about rising above the betrayals, rising above the messy breakups that everybody's talking about regarding you and another individual, or messy endings that are regarding you and somebody else. So this could be like a really public breakup and everybody finds out. This is like, if you're in a relationship, you guys have gone through an extremely tumultuous time. And you're trying to heal. You could have found out someone was unfaithful, or someone was lying, not telling you the whole truth, or someone didn't want to be around you. Okay? Ooh, yeah, this is like, don't be in a relationship only for money. I feel like you two are arguing and there's like no resolution in sight. You most likely have Pisces in your moon, Pisces in your Venus, or Pisces in your Neptune, or you have Cancer, Libra, Pisces in your Neptune, Pisces in your moon, Pisces in your Venus, Pisces in your Neptune. Let's look at this. It's just realizing you deserve a lot better, but nobody's going to treat you better unless you see that within yourself. Nobody's going to see that unless you see that in yourself. What does Spirit wish to tell Pisces? I also feel like it could be like a sibling that's extremely competitive with you. Okay? They're younger than you, though. I feel like they would be younger than you. I feel like you don't trust your own guidance. Okay? You may be avoiding intellectually stimulating conversations. The Knight of Wands. Full of life and ready to live. You are full of energy and enthusiasm. Get out there and live the dream. Your affirmation is, I love my life. Smile and repeat this throughout the day, every day. You don't want a relationship. The Knight of Wands does not want a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you guys could be traveling together, right? But the Knight of Wands is somebody who thinks with their little head, not with the big one. This is not someone who wants to settle down. They just want to feel sensation. They just want to do what they want to do. Do not tie me down, is what the Knight of Wands is. You don't change people. You don't change them. You also don't accept less simply because you're not willing to transform by yourself. Right? This is very transformational. Very karmic. This is actually very karmic. Because I feel like you keep doing this over and over again with somebody. Or it could be like the same energy keeps popping up until you learn the lesson. It's time for you to know that you're the master architect, and you're going to realize that someone has been cheating. Or you already know someone's cheating because you're the mistress, Pisces. I feel like somebody already knows that, though. So you're like, why do people keep leaving me? It's because you put yourself in a position where you're an option. If you make yourself out to be an option, you will never be the priority. You'll never get a relationship or a connection because you don't even value yourself. So therefore, it would never be stable. It was, whatever you've been building, it wasn't stable anyways. And so now it has to be destroyed in order for new things to build. Because it was dead anyways. This rose grew, but it was dead. And now it's time to truly see the light. This is about your self-worth and self-value. There's actually 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually 8 stars here, not 7. 17 breaks down into an 8. What did I say? Death. It's a portal. A death of who you used to be, or not even who you used to be, who you used to see yourself as. Okay? Accepting exactly who you are, and then still choosing to allow yourself to evolve. Because none of us are perfect. Okay? And don't get so down on yourself if you did get involved with somebody who only uses people for money, or they're abusive, manipulative, or they're cheating. Realize that you're worth more than that, and realize that a real woman does not seek to get revenge. I feel like you're pissed off. You're really angry, Pisces. You're bigger than that. Right? A real woman does not get revenge. She doesn't. She also doesn't stay in something that's just not right for her. This is an awakening to a new beginning for you, Pisces. You could also be moving. I feel like you're moving. Or having like some type of party or birthday party. You've been planning a wedding. Someone's been planning a wedding or planning to move in with somebody or build a home together with somebody. And a lot of you are staying for the money. The masculine energy is in this for the money. So somebody could even be born into wealth. Pisces, you could come from wealth or somebody else does. And the main focus is, okay, someone's financially stable. I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything. Pisces got everything covered, or I got everything covered, whatever. Somebody's got everything covered here. You may own a business with somebody, or like even own realty or a car or something with somebody. And you're realizing you'd be stronger standing on your own. The Knight of Wands is somebody who goes from place to place. They live from place to place. They don't feel like staying in one place. They just like hopping from person to person. That's the Knight of Wands. Also, a show-off. The Knight of Wands is a show-off. You most likely have Pisces. You either have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or Ophiuchus. And your Neptune. But you have Pisces in your Chiron, Pisces in your Pluto, Pisces in your Mars, Pisces in your Jupiter, Pisces in your sun sign, or Pisces in your rising sun sign. Pisces even possibly in your Neptune. But you want someone's attention. The Knight of Wands wants attention from anybody. It just makes them feel validated. Let me see if we can get that. There you go. It's about seeing your mindset and breaking through that. That feeling trapped is an illusion. The conflict is an illusion of your own mind. I feel like you know something's not right with somebody because it's for them. It's not about intellectual stimulation and connection. It's not about it takes time for us to develop into something more. Someone's going through a midlife crisis. You're dealing with someone who's going through a midlife crisis. You could be going through a midlife crisis, Pisces, and that's why you are doing what you do or whatever's going on. Okay, I feel like you don't trust your own guidance. You gotta trust your own guidance. You gotta trust how you truly feel instead of avoiding it because you don't want to go within and see the truth. Okay, this has been your reading. I feel like you're also in hiding. Someone's in hiding. Someone sees you, you don't see them. This person's making themselves very clear and very known that I see you. As the star is seen. Someone sees you. Capricorn and Aquarius are ruled by Saturn during the night and during the day. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Somebody sees you, and if you haven't seen them, they're going to make themselves very known about how they feel. Someone's about to make themselves very very known to you. Person could be a colleague, schoolmate, sibling, a friend. Could even be someone who connects to you philosophically, psychologically, possibly. Okay, I also feel like you're no longer in some rose-colored glasses type thing, right? Because what type of roses were you dealing with? It's dead, right? This has been your reading, Pisces. Yeah, this has been your reading. There's a sense of balance coming in with the flamingo here. A sense of vulnerability through the nakedness as well, allowing yourself to be seen. Someone is coming into your life to be like your rock in the next 11 days. And that could be anyone in your life. Okay? For a lot of you, it's going to be love. Somebody brand new. For someone who's like already around you, but now making themselves actually known to you. Okay? Fascinating. You're not dealing with 50 million different people, but you're realizing you can't keep repeating the same patterns. There's a love offer coming in. Someone could even be proposing. Someone could be proposing in order to reassure that you stay as well, even though they already know that they cheated or whatever. There's a new love interest coming in, especially if you're single, though. Someone brand new is coming in. Could be a man or a woman. Could be same sex. Could be different sex. This has been your reading, Pisces. Personal reading information is in the description box down below next to the butterfly. I'll say... Some of you are just seeing astrologers, light workers about whatever you're going through. Hopefully this reading is able to help. I'll say Pisces.